to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Elsie. I actually wanted to make this video more of like a reading vlog or a read along with me vlog because I just started. I have not watched Bridgerton. If that's something that you guys are interested in, I haven't watched it. I know that there's like 2 or 3 seasons out now, which I am excited about because at least I have a few seasons to watch whenever I do get to watching them. But I did just want to read the books first. Like sometimes I get like that where I want to read the books before I watch the movie, or when it comes to like TV shows, like I want to read the books before I watch the TV show. However, there's been times where I have watched the movies or the TV shows first and then I go to read the books, but I haven't been doing that as much recently. Like I know when Hunger Games came out, I had read those books first. Twilight, I did not read those books first. Harry Potter, I obviously watched the movies first and then read the books. Or I haven't even finished the books. Me and my husband started reading those together. He finished them, I believe. I think he finished them. But I'm on like book 4, I want to say. So I like those a lot, and I think it's fun because at least I'm able to get even more of the Harry Potter like world after the fact because I love those movies. But anyways, I am starting to read the Bridgerton books. So let me just catch you guys up. I'm actually on book 4. Romancing Mr. Bridgerton is what I'm on right now, which I think is book 4. Yeah, so I got super obsessed with these books all of a sudden. Like I found The Duke and and I want to talk to you guys a little bit about it. If you guys have read these books or watched the TV show, like I want to have conversations. I want to talk about it. Like maybe we should make like a comment section. I don't know, something. But so The Duke and I liked it. Like it was really easy for me to read and it felt really quick too. Like so it's only been about a week. Okay, I want to say like a week and a half now where I've read these 4 books, or like 3.5 because I'm almost halfway through the 4th book right now. But The Duke and I was super easy for me to read. Like I was really interested in Simon's story, and then of course the Bridgertons are really cool as well, and like the whole like forbidden love thing is one of the things that I love as well. However, after reading like the 2nd one and the 3rd one and even into this 4th one, the first one is not my favorite. I'm not saying it like I don't like it because I do, but I just wasn't expecting a few things in that book where I'm like, oh wow, okay, was not expecting that. And I don't want to say too much because if you're not a reader or like you're watching this and you haven't read Bridgerton or watched Bridgerton, like I don't want to share too much. If you guys do want to see a video about me like getting into detail once I finish all the books, because I feel like I will finish them pretty quickly here, then we can have like a whole video about like spoilers, talking like in detail. What do you guys think? What my personal thoughts on them are. I will give the Duke and I want to give it a 3. A 3 because I like was super quick into like actually reading it. I read it quickly. It was super interesting. Like I loved it when it came to like the love, the romance, like the little sweet moments. Like I thought those were just like, oh my god, I love them. I love the way that they're written and all of that. But some of the things in the Duke and I didn't particularly like some of the more, I don't know, like I don't even want to say. There's a few things in there that I don't like overall. I liked the book, but there was a few things in there I didn't particularly like, or I don't really even know how to feel about them yet. Maybe because I haven't finished the whole series. However, the characters I do like I like them separately and I like them together. So I do like Simon, I do like Daphne, and I like them together. I think that's a really sweet story. Anthony in the first book was getting on my nerves so bad. Like I was just like, of course I understand and I respect that he wanted to like take care of his little sister, but he just was not one of my favorite characters in the first book at all. I really liked Colin in the first book. Benedict, I don't really feel like I knew much about. I love Violet. Violet is one of my favorite characters in the entire series, I would say. And I already started to love Penelope. Like in the first book, I started to love Penelope. So in the 2nd book, if you don't know how Bridgerton goes, how it goes, each book is based off of one of the Bridgerton children and how they like fall in love with somebody or get married or their like love life and just life in general. So the first one is Daphne's story, but it's also Simon, but it's Daphne's because she's Daphne Bridgerton. So it's Daphne's story. The 2nd one is Anthony's. The 3rd one is Benedict's. And right now I'm reading Colin's. So let me just talk a little bit about them so that you can kind of understand. So the first one is Daphne's love story. She's really young. She's barely, I think it's like her second year out. And what out means is that they're like out to find their mate or to find their husband, like to get like suitors and get like go on dates, like things like that where they're chaperoned and whatnot. So in the first book, I didn't like Anthony. I loved Colin. I loved Penelope. I did really like Daphne. I feel like the other characters I didn't get into as much. I did really love Violet. In the second book, I think the second book so far is my favorite book out of what I've read so far. Right now, I'm really loving the fourth one though. The second book, I will say, is Anthony's story. So Anthony is trying to find a wife, or you know, is trying to figure out what his life is going to look like. And I actually started to really like Anthony in this book. Like I kind of understand him a little bit more. I think it just really delved into his character, why he's the way he is, why he's the way he was with Daphne in her book. And honestly, the relationship between him and, I don't want to say who, although you probably already know if you read like the synopsis, but the love story between him and his wife is just like one that I love so much. It makes me feel so warm and fuzzy inside. Like I feel like I love like a enemies to lovers type story. I love that. I also really love the fact that his wife thinks she's unworthy of the type of love that she's obviously worthy of, like of the type of love that she imagines for other people she feels like she can't have. And just them I don't know, like the love story, like them developing those feelings for one another, them being like tough with one another, like having those like snippy little side conversations. I just love everything about the second book. I think the second book is my favorite one. That one is called The Viscount Who Loves Me. Super, super good. I flew through that one in like a day because I just loved it so much. The Duke and I took me like 2 days. The second one took me like a day because I loved it so much. And then the third one is Benedict's story. I feel like for Benedict, I don't really know him. Like even in the first book, the second book, you're starting to get to know him a little bit more by bringing like a little bit of more of his personality and just him with his brothers like that. But I honestly feel like I don't know Benedict even now. After reading his book, like honestly, his book was probably my least favorite so far because I feel like it was a slow burn, but like slow. When I tell you slow, it's like it was slow for me. It just felt like a long book. And honestly, at that point, I was like, oh my God, that one took me a little bit to get through. It took me like 2.5 days to get through, maybe two days at least, 2.5 at most, I think, just because it was kind of slow for me. And I feel like I don't know Benedict enough to really care about his character as much. Even like his wife Sophie, like I didn't not like her. I thought she was sweet, and there was a lot of things in there that I was like, oh my God, it really made me feel for her. But overall, I feel like I could have done without Benedict's story. I know that might be controversial, but might ruffle some feathers if that's your favorite character, him or Sophie. But honestly, I just feel like I don't really know him even now, and I don't really like, he's a sweet person, let me tell you, like he's sweet, but I don't know. I don't feel very like that character was as developed as some of the other characters. But let me tell you, this fourth book, this is Colin's story. And it's not just Colin's story, it's Colin and Penelope's story. And what I love is, so kind of the way where I feel like I don't know Benedict because he wasn't like really developed in the first 3 books, or the first 2 books before his. Penelope's character was developed in the first book for me. It was developed in the second book for me. In the third book, it was even developed for me. And I think that that's why I love Penelope's character, aside from the Bridgertons. Like I like the Bridgertons, but Penelope for some reason like really stuck out to me personally. And I think that her having a little story in each of the books, it just makes me love her that much more. So I'm in the middle of the 4th book, and this one is is Colin's and Penelope's story, and I love it. It is so good. Maybe because they've also really Julia did a really good job with developing Colin as well, because Colin, for me, I feel like in the first book, him and Daphne are like super close. In the second book, he's really snippy with Anthony. In the third book, he's close to Benedict as well. I just feel like he's in all of the books enough to where I know who he is. I even know his personality a bit. So like that's something I really, really love. And so Colin and Penelope's story is just like, I love it. I am loving it so far. It is so good. I was going to finish it. I probably would have finished it this weekend, but we were doing other stuff. So I'm gonna actually like get into reading it right now. But I absolutely love Colin and Penelope, and I love their love story, and I love Penelope so much. Like, I feel like her character has developed so much since the beginning, like when she was young, and now she's a little bit older, and it's just like, I love it so far. So I'm on the first 4 books, I guess, and I think there's 8 books in total, and then there's like a bunch of like spin-offs and side stories, so I will have to read those as well, probably, because I do like delving more into the story or into their lives, because it kind of just gives you like the beginning of their lives and how it starts, and that's it. But anyways, so that's where I'm at. I have been loving them so far. I hope you guys enjoyed this reading vlog. I might do a lot more of these. I didn't think that that was something I wanted to do, because sometimes I just start reading out of like nowhere, and a lot of times I listen to audiobooks, but this time for the Bridgerton books, I've been reading them on my Kindle, and I love them so far. But yeah, I just kind of wanted to catch you guys up on what I've been reading, and let's do a little reading vlog. If you guys have read Bridgerton, let me know your guys' thoughts on the entire story below. I would love to hear your guys' comments. If you guys haven't read Bridgerton, are you guys going to? Are you interested? Are those the type of books you like to read? If you guys have only watched the show, like, I would love your thoughts on that as well. I was gonna start watching the show yesterday with my husband, but then I was like, oh my god, no. Like, I think I want to finish all of the books before I watch the show. And I know that I think it's out of order as well, so I'm not sure like how to watch that. But if you guys have watched the show, if you guys like the books, if you guys are thinking about doing so, like, I would love any and all comments below. Share them with me, what your thoughts are. I just would love to know what you guys are thinking and doing right now. But yeah, so let's get into it. I want to finish this book today. I am more than halfway through it, and I love it. So let's get into reading. So my husband reorganized the room so that I could have a little book nook, specifically because I brought it up because I wanted to have like a little spot where I could read. Other than that, I have like this big sofa, but I didn't really want to, you know, sit on the sofa. I wanted to have like a little space to put my books. I'm still kind of getting that together, but he made me this cute little corner. He put my chair there, my Kindle. I did see that I need a little bit of a side table, so maybe over there I'll put like a side table. Cleo likes it. Huh, Cleo? Good girl. And so I just really love this little corner. I'm thinking this will be perfect for just like my books, little like accents, things like that. I put my journal on there, some of my yarn stuff as well. My computer's down there. I haven't really figured out what I want to put in here exactly to like fill it up and make it look cute. I also have this cute wall to work with, which I'm really excited about, because I feel like so many cute things would fit, and it's like high too, so even up here I could do something. But I'd be able to put some frames there, maybe even like a shelf for more books. I was thinking I might want to put books on here. I would like the bookends so that they could hold and stuff, but I'm just not 100% sure. I just really love how it's coming together. It's such a cute little corner. And since normally I read anywhere, anytime, but I did want like a little spot for all of my things. So I thought this was really cute, and he was just so sweet for putting it all together. And yeah, so I've already been looking at like Poshmark and Facebook Marketplace and things like that, so I can get like a little side table maybe right there, or maybe right here, like I don't know, one that'll fit there, because that's kind of small. And I do like the plant there, but I do think the plant will get better lighting over here. So I haven't decided yet. I am thinking that I need a little side table though, because I didn't know where to put my coffee. Right now I'm reading and I don't know where to put it. I don't want it to get like dropped or anything, and I like to have Cleo with me too, so sometimes she like will move stuff on the sides. So I was just thinking that might be something that I could do in the future, look for a little side table or something. But I hope you guys like my little book nook. I'll definitely make more videos when I start to put this together. I love this little area, so I think when I actually start to get stuff, I'm thinking like a wall sconce, maybe like a little candle holder. Maybe the shelf will have like not books but little items that like I like to have like my little items in there. There isn't much right now, but I do have an idea of what I want it to look like eventually, so I am excited.